Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be doing a tour of one of my favorite cities in the world, London, England. If you guys like the video, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment in the comments below. Let's get this show on the road. Okay, so we are going to be flying from Heathrow Airport, one of the most busiest airports in the world, and we're going to be going to London City Airport, which is, I guess, within the city of London. Okay, let's disengage the parking brake and get this bird in the air. So today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be reading you guys facts about London on our way to our sights of London. Okay, so we're going to have to do a U-turn over here once we take off because the city of London is on the east side of Heathrow Airport. We are airborne. So let's start with our first fact over here. So over 300 languages are actually spoken in London. As one of the most diverse cities in the world, London houses over 8 million residents who could collectively speak over 300 languages, including Bengali, Gujarati, Punjabi, Cantonese, Mandarin, Hokkien? I wonder what that is, and of course English. Interesting. So apparently Big Ben is not actually called Big Ben. Big Ben is arguably London's most famous landmark. Surprisingly, it is actually meant to go by the name the Clock Tower, where Big Ben is the name of the bell. Interesting. So Big Ben is only the name of the bell. Feel free to bore your friends and family with that fact if you ever do a tour of London. That's hilarious. Okay, so our next fun fact over here. Police never caught Jack the Ripper. Interesting. This article's from 2018. I think he might have been caught after that. Or identified at least after that. Of course he wasn't caught. But yeah, I think it was the Polish barber dude. I don't know his name exactly. But maybe if one of you guys knows, you could let us know in the comments below. So yeah, the identity of Jack the Ripper, London's most notorious serial killer, has never been discovered. Authorities at the time and mystery solvers since the killings have suspected a number of different people, including Prince Albert, Lewis Carroll, and Queen Victoria's doctor, Sir William Gull. So, our next fact, the Tower of London houses 6 ravens. Charles II ordered for 6 ravens to be placed in the Tower of London to protect it. Interesting. Apparently 6 ravens are still kept in the tower today, and they must remain there at all times due to superstitious reasons. No way. For extra measures, each raven has a wing clipped. What? They even have a spare raven handy in case one flies away. What? Are you serious? Next fun fact. The Queen lives in Buckingham Palace. Although she has many other royal residences, the Queen still sometimes resides in Buckingham Palace. When she's home, you can see her royal flag flying from the flagpole. Really interesting. This flag, which is called the Royal Standard, must only be flown from buildings where the Queen is present. Okay, so here we are in we're getting close to the city center of London. We're gonna see some famous landmarks here by the River Thames. Oh, another interesting fun fact, the Millennium Dome is the biggest structure of its kind in the world. The Millennium Dome is so big that it can fit the Great Pyramids of Giza comfortably under its roof. What? The structure is 365 meters in diameter and 52 meters high in the middle, with 12 supporting poles symbolizing days, weeks, and months of the year. And London has over 170 museums. So right ahead of us, we have the Houses of Parliament. That must be right beside Big Ben. A lot of people also think London Bridge is Tower Bridge, but there are two different bridges. The famous one is actually called Tower Bridge, and we're probably going to be flying over it very shortly. So yeah, here is the Houses of Parliament. And right beside it is most likely Big Ben. Let's see, Big Ben. And there we got the Tower of London, the home of apparently 6 ravens and a 7th one in case one flies away. Who would have thought? That is so cool. And in front of us, we got, why isn't it coming up the name? But that is Tower Bridge, right ahead of us. So we're gonna fly very close to Tower Bridge. This brings me back some amazing memories of when I was in London. One of my favorite cities in the world. So this is it, Tower Bridge, not to be confused with London Bridge. Two completely different bridges. So London is also home to many different football teams, or soccer if you guys are from North America, including Chelsea Football Club, Arsenal, I believe Fulham, Tottenham. There are so many teams within the city. I find that really cool, because in North America, most cities just have one team, except for cities like New York that have like 2 hockey teams, 2 baseball teams, and so on. And Los Angeles as well. Los Angeles has 2 hockey teams, the Anaheim Ducks and Los Angeles Kings. They have a couple of baseball teams, but most cities only have one professional team in their respective sport. So, it's interesting that we don't see the London Eye. Here we have a lot of pretty big skyscrapers. Must be a financial district. So this is the Millennium Dome right ahead of us. Literally big enough to fit the pyramids of Giza. Imagine that. So right ahead of us, we are gonna fly over Stamford Bridge, the home of Chelsea FC. So Stamford Bridge has a capacity of about just under 42,000. Here it is, right in front of us. Not 100% well rendered in the game, but there it is, Stamford Bridge. And soon we will be approaching Emirates Stadium, which is the home of Arsenal Football Club. Emirates Stadium has a capacity of just over 60,000, and here it is, right ahead of us. Let's fly over Emirates Stadium. There it is. Not 100% very well rendered once again, but this is it. Right here. And now we are flying north of Emirates Stadium, and we are going to be approaching Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the home of Tottenham Hotspur, and of course one of my favorite players in the Premier League, Gareth Bale the Whale, plays for Tottenham Hotspur. So we're going to be approaching their stadium very shortly. We see it right here. So they used to play at White Hart Lane, and just recently they built Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Here it is right here. Once again, not very well rendered, but that's okay. And soon we will be approaching Wembley Stadium, the home of the England national football team. I love how the national team literally has their own stadium. I wonder why they don't play in any of the other like 20 stadiums in the city. If any of you guys from England that are watching this video know the reason, let me know in the comments below. But that would be very interesting to find out the reason why. Here it is, Wembley Stadium. London was home to many famous faces, including Karl Marx, Charles Darwin, Sylvia Plath, not sure who that is, Charles Dickens, Jimi Hendrix, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Florence Nightingale, and hundreds of other famous people. So here we have London City Airport, where we are gonna land our plane. And we got the city center of London right behind us, including the O2 Arena, aka the Millennium Dome. Let's turn around and align ourselves with the runway. Okay, we gotta slow down, but not too slow. Here is London City Airport right ahead of us. Okay, we are pretty well aligned with the runway. We're at 500 feet. 400. $300. I think we're gonna nail this landing, everybody. $100. And we are on the ground with a perfect landing. Let's go. Let's just stop the plane in time, and there we are. Full stop. So everybody, that was my flyover of London. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you for our next video.